Okay, whatever it is, I am doing it. And this is my first live on YouTube. And this is a masterclass about how to sleep like a boss. If you're watching this later, welcome. Welcome. And doesn't matter when you watch this video. All that matters is that you are here. And if you're here, it also means that you care about your health, you care about your productivity, you care about your sleep. Because when I was speaking at Athens Nomad Fest in Greece 2 months ago, I also introduced my 7-pillar framework for digital nomad health. And then I was asked, okay, where do I start? Where do I start if I don't know what to do and everything is like all over the place, everything is bad. And I would say that start with this area that is the worst off in your life. Start with an area that can have like the biggest impact on your life and that need and for which you also feel that okay, this one really needs work. Maybe for you it's your social connections, maybe for you it's nutrition, maybe it's workouts, maybe it's just getting a little bit more active, or maybe it is sleep. So if I had to pick just one area where to start, I would always say sleep and energy, because this is where everything begins. If you sleep well, you have better mood, you are more productive, you get to finish your tasks so much faster. Just imagine, you wake up, you're ready to go, you're ready to start working on your to-do list. And once this is done, once your to-do list is done, you can just go and tick off items from your bucket list. Imagine having all this energy, waking up in dream destinations like here. I'm in Montenegro right now. I'm in a luxury resort. And this place will also start accepting nomads quite soon. There is co-working, there is the gym, the pool, very cute little town with yachts and marina and restaurants and shops. There are mountains and hiking trails. There's the sea. There are also private beaches that can be used. So basically, this will be a hub for digital nomads very, very soon in 2025. So keep your eyes and ears open, because I will also be offering something very exciting for nomads and people who just want to spend time in a fabulous, gorgeous place. And we will be training here together. We will be reinventing your schedule, your routine. And why? Why will we build you better routine, better standards? Because if you have higher standards for life, your entire life will also be better. If you start asking for more, you will also get more. This is how this equation works. So anyway, today we are working on sleep. Because if your sleep is totally messed up, everything else in your life is also messed up. You wake up, you feel groggy, you feel like, energy is not moving. You don't want to start working. You don't want to do anything if you are not feeling energized. And if you haven't slept well, so it's also about quality, not only quantity, it's not only about hours, it's also about how you sleep. If you haven't slept well and you wake up like, then you will also have cravings the whole day. And from that state, it is much easier to make bad decisions. And by bad decisions, I mean, taking this bag of potato chips and finishing it all at once, eating all the chocolates that you bought as souvenirs for your family once you get back home. It is, just drinking all the Coca-Cola, even when you said that, okay, from now on, I will only be drinking smoothies, protein smoothies or mineral water. But when you feel groggy, tired, exhausted, you're more likely to make the choices that your optimal, healthy, aligned self wouldn't make. So that's why today I want to talk about sleep. And I will share my screen. I have very cute little slides to share with you. So I will just put it into presentation mode, and then we are gonna go through this presentable screen. Okay, so today's masterclass all about sleep and about sleeping like a boss. So when I say sleep like a boss, what comes to your mind? Maybe you might think, but come on, bosses don't sleep. Because very often I think in the business world you also hear people saying that, oh, I only sleep 4 hours, and because I have to be on, I have to be productive, I have to rule my empire, build my empire first. And very often these very highly productive successful business people, they might not be sleeping. But is it really optimal? Is it really what you want to do? I would say that when I say sleep like a boss, I'm thinking about something else. It is like aligned with your body and its needs. It's not it's not about bosses not sleeping. it's about it's about a person who is a true boss of their life and their work. And I would say a true boss knows that sleep is crucial for thriving. So okay, maybe if right now they're not sleeping so much, and they might actually be uh, sacrificing some of their productivity. They might be sacrificing some of their health, and maybe it doesn't show right now. But very often, all these bosses might also be very close to burnout. Their health might not be optimal. Maybe they are overweight. Maybe they are tired, and they're just keeping themselves alive and awake by drinking loads and loads of coffee. Maybe this is the only thing that is keeping them awake. And it's not about the hours you sleep, and it's not about the hours that you stay awake. I'm not saying that as a boss you need to be like super alert and awake the whole day. Uh, I mean, yes, actually, I do mean that if you are awake, it should be like from this very good, optimal, nice, aligned state. But if you are awake, okay, maybe there's a boss who's like sleeping only 5 hours and awake for 19 hours. But how are these 19 hours spent? Are they like balanced, going with a steady rhythm? Or is it like super stressful, like darting in all different directions and stressing out, screaming at other people? What's the quality of that? So, what's the quality of these wake up hours? I do believe if your sleep is aligned and it is optimized, or the wake up hours will also be more and more optimal, and you get to be more productive, and you also have time to explore all your dream destinations. You get to go on a hike in the middle of the day because you have mastered your energy, and the to-do list is done already by noon, and then you can just go off and tick boxes on your bucket list and just keep fulfilling your dreams. And I'm not saying that if for somebody 6 hours, 5 hours is okay, that they should drop it. No. But I think the quality of the sleep is also very important. So, yes, of course, 6 hours might work for you if these 6 hours are really with optimal quality, they are like very high quality sleep, then the quantity can be lower. And when I say sleep like a boss, I would also say that you are somebody who trusts the team and who trusts that the team knows how to work. So if you are like a true boss and you have found the dream team, the dream people that will work for you and that will also help make your dream a reality, then you can have trust in them. Then you can actually step away when you need a rest. Then you can step away when you need to sleep a little bit longer, or maybe when you're traveling, you need to also step away for a little bit. So if you have a team that you trust in, you can actually also sleep like a boss, like a true boss who has chosen the dream people to work for them. And I also think that a true boss who is in charge of their life and their work works smarter, not harder. So it's not about, okay, today I did 18 hours of work, now I'm the best. No, it's about what did you actually do? Did your work actually have an impact? Did it move the needle forward in your business? So That's the definition of a boss that I'm referring to. And I also want you to become a boss of your sleep, somebody who knows how important the quality is, somebody who has trust in themselves, in their team, in their sleep, and somebody who knows how to work smarter, not harder. Be that person, and you will be much more happier. I believe that. I feel that. So, so let's look at some ways how your sleep can go wrong. Very often, as a nomad or frequent traveler, you might be having jet lag, and you arrive, and then it takes like two days maybe to recover before you can actually start enjoying the new destination, before you can become super productive again at work, and before you can start also enjoying the destination that you just arrived to, just because you are having this jet lag headache. And yeah, this really makes you like, I don't want to live anymore. Do you want to be that? I don't think so. And how another way how sleep can go wrong is that yes, you are awake, you're spending your whole day at the laptop, you are working, 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 but you're just basically tapping on the keys. You're not making real progress. You're not making an impact. Your business is not growing. You're just keeping busy, not productive. And you're doing this because you don't have this optimal energy, and your brain is foggy because you haven't slept well. And the important, crucial brain connections are not happening just because you're so tired, you're so exhausted. The sleep quality is, and that's why you're like pretending to be busy, just to be able to say, oh yeah, I did something for my business. And another mistake that they might be making is that maybe you read the 5 a.m. Club book by Robin Sharma. Maybe you have heard about it because it's very, very popular in different business circles. And then you think, okay, I'm gonna be part of the cool 5 a.m. club. And then you just force yourself into this. But maybe you are not the morning person. And then you just keep forcing and forcing and forcing. You wake up at 5 a.m. because, that's what the book said. And then you try to do the meditation, you try to read and work out and do all the things that the 5 a.m. club people do. Because, if you wake up early, then you are already winning. Yeah, that's what all successful people do. And then what happens? If this is not aligned with your body, if this is not aligned with your natural rhythm, you will be just exhausted by noon. So 12 p.m., you're already like, okay, I'm done. My day is over. And that's only because you didn't know what your natural rhythm is and you didn't respect this. Luckily, we're gonna also look at this today. And these are the topics for today based on the 3 mistakes that I was just mentioning. So I will tell you how to finally hack your jet lag. This is tried and tested. I've done it when I went to Colombia last year, and I also went to Texas and back. So I was traveling between Europe and the Americas, North America and South America. And this is not only me. Um, I think at least five of my clients have also tried the same technique, and it really works. If you follow the jet lag hacks, it works. That's why I want to tell you about it, especially if you are frequently traveling between different time zones. Another thing that I really want to mention today is your chronotype. This is your body's natural rhythm, and if you don't know it, if you don't follow it, you're just killing yourself. Not softly, you're killing yourself hard. And the third one is like a small tiny tip that you can add into your everyday life, into your very, very busy, busy, busy business schedule. As a nomad or frequent traveler who is like a business person, you might always be working. And I will tell you how you can have little naps called napalates and benefit from the energy boost that you can get in these naps. So who am I? This is like a very short summary. I've been in remote work and freelancing since 2011, more than 10 years of experience as a marathon runner, okay, now it's already almost 4 years of bodybuilding. I was speaker at the Nomad Summit, and I'm also a health and fitness expert for Nomads. I was also speaker in Estonia, one expanded events. I was also speaker at Athens Nomad Fest. So the list is already longer. And yeah, I am also certified coach, health, fitness, wellness, and business. So I don't want to stay in this part too long. This is all available online. Just check my LinkedIn. But this was just like short introduction into who I am. And also the picture version, self-development, health coach, runner, and bodybuilder. And yes, this is me on the bodybuilder photo. I know I don't look like this anymore, but this is me 2 years ago. And what I want to give you with this masterclass, I want to take you from this jet lag nomad who is sleep working. By sleep working, I mean you're basically in zombie mode and you're like trying to work on your laptop, but actually you're basically sleeping and the brain is not optimal. And they given like the easiest tasks, the simplest tasks that would usually take maybe 10 minutes, they take you like 3 hours just because you are sleep working and the battery is like empty and you're trying to push and push and push. But this is just killing your productivity and this is killing you. And I also don't want you to be in this zombie mode for a few days after you travel because of jet lag. I don't want you to have buffer days for recovery. So for example, you come back home from long travel and then you just need 2 days just to be like this on the sofa. I want you to arrive home, be able to hug your children, hug your cat, hug your dog, hug your husband, wife, whatever, and just, be ready to engage in life again. Who wouldn't want to have more energy, right? And I also don't want you to work only on caffeine, just working on this external battery, because you can have natural energy, you can have internal battery that is also providing for you and your needs, and that is also allowing you to tick off the things of your bucket list, not only your to-do list. Because I believe once you get through the to-do list with this optimal mindset, optimal body, once the to-do list is done, you get to do all the amazing things that the bucket list includes. And that's why I want to guide you a little bit closer to this optimized digital nomad version of you who wakes up feeling alert and alive. And like I said, ready to tick off your to-do list quickly because your brain's just on fire. You just do everything very, very fast. Maybe before noon, everything is done. And then you're like, okay, work is done. I can trust my team as well, and I can just go and tick off the things from my bucket list. Maybe you can go skydiving, hiking in the mountains, uh, get on the speedboat, or whatever, or just enjoy a quiet afternoon for yourself, because the to-do list is done, thanks to your optimal energy and thanks to your optimal sleep. And of course, if you sleep well, you will also feel like 10 years younger and super, super vital. And everybody's like, okay, what are you taking? You look so energized. Why not? Why not go there? Let's go. So first topic is jet lag. And I would say that this is actually easy, but it also requires you to put in some time and effort. It doesn't happen like, randomly. Hacking your jet lag needs a little bit of contribution and effort from your side. And it starts by adjusting to your new time zone a few days before you fly. You start living your destination life. So, for example, I'm going to Miami in January, and when I go, the few days before, I will start adjusting to Miami life, Miami time zone. So this might mean going to bed a little bit later and waking up at very, very weird hours because I'm already living my Miami life. And I will also start eating as if I was already in Miami. And this jet lag program also, yes, it includes playing a little bit with your sleep hours. Mostly, just a few days before, you will start going to bed at different times. And also 2 days afterwards, you will also play with your caffeine intake. Yeah, also direct light exposure. It's like, so for now, right now, I'm getting indirect light. I'm not in the direct light. But when I will be traveling, I might at sometimes need direct light. So I will need to go outside in the sun when it's daytime, or when I need the direct light in the middle of night or evening, I will just have to turn on all the lights, all the lamps, just because this way my body knows, okay, now I have to stay awake. And when I was doing this plan, at some point when I was going to Texas, before my flight, I had to stay away from light. I had to stay away from direct light. So 10 a.m. In the airport of London, I was wearing sunglasses and looking very suspicious and just staying away from the light. I'm like, there is no sunshine. I don't see the sun. I don't see the sun. I'm staying away from the light because I was supposed to cut off the light. And the program will also tell you when to take melatonin and when to stop it, if this is part of your sleep routine. And melatonin is the supplement that activates your sleep. So if you want to fall asleep faster, you can take this. And I would say that the easiest way how to hack your jet lag is using the Time Shifter app. You don't really need to reinvent the wheel. And that's what I am using. I am not an affiliate of for them. I just love the app and I would really recommend this. And I found out about it through sleep doctor Michael Bruce, who is also the topic of the next. I mean, Michael Bruce is also behind the chronotypes. And the chronotypes refer to your natural rhythm. So, and this is like a biological design, and it will tell you when you're the most awake, when you're the most alert and productive, and when it's time for you to rest. So you might try to push yourself into the 5 a.m. club, but in reality, you might not be designed for it. I am designed for that. I am the morning person, at least according to the chronotype test. You can just Google this, Michael Bruce. His name is also on the slide, Michael Bruce, chronotype quiz. And when you take the test, you will find out who your sleep animal is. I know there's a picture of an owl, but actually sleep doctor Michael Bruce, who has studied this a lot, named them lion, bear, wolf, or dolphin. Most people are actually the bear type. So the bear type usually wakes up around like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. maybe, and goes to bed around midnight. And they have a quite steady energy throughout the day with their own peaks and valleys. And this is like 55 or 60% of people. They are like somewhere in the middle, waking up 7, 8 and going to bed at midnight. So most likely you might be that type. There are also lions. I am one of the lions, and this is like 10% of population. And the lion is like the early bird, for whom it is very natural to wake up early, but it also means that you need to go to bed early. And for me, this also means that sometime around afternoon, my energy starts to dip, like 2 or 3 p.m. I know for me, this will be the low point, and this is when I actually go to the gym usually. Because going to the gym during the afternoon when my energy is naturally dropping, I can lift it up again. So I will also have like the second coming in the evening to do a little bit more, maybe spend time with friends, socialize, or do something else. So as a lion, I know that yes, I can do a lot in the morning, But I also know that quite like 8, 9 p.m., my energy is like whoosh, really, really dropping, and I really need to go to bed. The wolf is the night owl, basically, the person who wakes up later, maybe 9, 10, and goes to bed, I don't know, after 1 a.m. or so, 2 a.m. And for them, it is natural to live more of this nocturnal lifestyle. And I think the morning and the night people, they are like quite common. They have been talked a lot. They have been talked about a lot. But the dolphin, the fourth type, this is a person who has sleep disorders. And actually for that person to have quality sleep, stabilizing the sleep, optimizing the sleep is very, very important. Otherwise, you will always have like sleep disorders and you will always have like disrupted sleep. And Michael Bruce, sleep doctor, has studied this a lot. I did his sleep mastery course. That's why I know about it. And also when I work with my clients, I always let them take this Michael Bruce's test. And as I have done the sleep mastery course through Mind Valley, I also know the in-depth details, and I can give them like advice, okay, how you can actually align your routine with your chronotype, with your natural rhythm. So, for example, it includes things like, okay, wake up, have breakfast, do something, go back to bed, and have sex with your partner. So, this is actually my routine. First, I wake up, have breakfast, do something productive. According to Michael Bruce, that's the most optimal routine for a morning person like me. And around 7 a.m., maybe when my peer partner is also waking up, it's time to, have some fun, make some love. And after this, we can chill out together. And for me, it's also, if I was working in an office environment, I could be going to the office and just cheer up the people in the morning, because I am on in the morning, so I can lift the energy. Or maybe I'm just going to be annoying the night people, the wolves. But yeah, there are like very specific routines. It also includes like the best exercise times. The best time is when to do yoga, when to go running, when to do strength training, when to do high intensity training. So this is something that I teach my clients when we go into the in-depth coaching cycle as well. And I would say this really makes a whole lot of difference. Even if you just find out your type from Micah Bruce's website, Sleep Doctor Micah Bruce chronotype, just Google all that and you will easily find it. I think I can also put it in the description notes of the recording, so you can find out your chronotype easily. And it's of course up to you to decide what to do with this information, but I really recommend to find out what your type is. It will start making so much sense. And this way you will optimize your energy, you will work faster, and then you have more time to go out and explore, because that's what nomading is all about. It's not about, just sitting at your laptop and just doing stuff. It's also about seeing the places and enjoying enjoying the places. Because why do you travel? You travel to see the world, not just have like a new table where to put your laptop on, right? Okay. And the third thing that I wanted to talk about is taking naps. I think naps can be part of your routine, but they should also be nice and short. Otherwise, you're just gonna feel too groggy, too exhausted if the nap takes too long. So, nap, even the word is very, very short. Nap, like snap, nap. So, this is also something that many productivity podcasts have mentioned. I think Huberman Lab talked about it. Michael Bruce, the sleep doctor, also talked about it. So this thing is called Nappa Latte. And this is like very quick productivity and energy hack that you can use any day. And maybe also you still have the jet lag a little bit. Maybe you didn't follow your jet lag plan to the tiniest detail, and you're still feeling a little bit groggy, or maybe for some other reason you're feeling like, okay, I need this little boost, then Lappa Latte can help you. I have used it on myself quite a lot. My clients have tried it out, they have used it, and it really works. Of course, it depends on whether or not you can drink coffee. Some people avoid it because makes them anxious and their nervous system can't handle it. But if you can do coffee, you can also try with matcha, you can try with cacao. Let's see, because they also like invigorating. Maybe for you, it's green tea latte. No, then it's not Napa latte. Then it's Napa green tea. Napa tea. Try it. But Napa latte is actually an espresso. It's not a latte. So the trick is make yourself this nice, strong black coffee, like espresso. You drink it fast. Then you set your alarm, 25 minutes. You take a nap, fall asleep, and after 25 minutes, either you will wake up naturally or the alarm will go off and then you will wake up and then you can continue working. And the trick with this Napa latte is that in these 25 minutes, you don't go through the full sleep cycle, you just go through a little bit. You just go, maybe you even see some dreams. I have had the most weird dreams during some of those Napa lattes. But you don't go into deep sleep cycles, and because you don't go so deep, it's also easier to wake up because you're like surfing on the surface level. But you do slow down for a moment. You switch off your brain a little bit. If you see any dreams happening in your head, it's also your brain processing information and like feeding you different images. And yeah, 25 minutes is like Pomodoro that you have set for your body. If you know this productivity technique, it's like when you set the timer for 25 minutes, then you work very focused, concentrated on this one task for 25 minutes. And then this is similar, but it's for your body. And Pomodoro technique was named after a tomato-shaped kitchen timer that one guy invented. And also, the caffeine actually starts to kick in after the 25 minutes. So it kind of takes half an hour for the caffeine to, really wake you up. So very often when I have done Napa latte, I actually wake up naturally because the caffeine starts to work. And so the caffeine starts to work, you have been laying down for 25 minutes and okay, you have given your body some rest, you have switched off your brain for a little bit, and now the caffeine is kicking in and you can continue working again. So this is like this very small, nice trick that you can use. Whew. And as you can see, sleep and energy management is just a small part of the whole digital nomad health framework. There are also 6 other categories, but this is where it all begins. So after you have mastered your sleep and energy, maybe you want to work on your environment, which means feeling at home everywhere you go and having the sense of home and, just feeling very safe when you're traveling because your environment has huge impact on you as well. Then I also talk about daily active lifestyle. So just getting your steps in, doing some micro workouts during your work hours, getting up, stretching a little bit. And this also increases productivity and helps you get things done much quicker. I also talk about the actual workouts. So 2.5 hours every week, you should be sweating. You should be increasing your heart rate. That's what the World Health Organization also recommends. And there are so many ways how to work out. And yeah, I feel there is the perfect workout for everyone. You don't have to do the same thing as your neighbor, as a friend, as any other nomad. Just do whatever you like and what makes you happy. So this is what I also help my clients to find the workout that really makes them happy. I also talk about mind grounding. Mind grounding means mental stability. It's meditation, breath work, mindfulness techniques, maybe even taking a walk. And because you work a lot with your mind, you work a lot with your brain, you use the thinking power so much that your mind also needs some kind of leveling, some kind of balancing. And that's why this is a separate topic. Nutrition, of course, we eat multiple times a day. Or maybe eat once a day if you are this one meal a day kind of person. But nutrition is the fuel that your body really needs. And I think when it comes to traveling, there are some tricks that can make it easier, like having your master meal that you can cook everywhere, having specific ingredients that you can get everywhere. And if you really think about your nutrition once and you really go through this process, you can make it so much easier for yourself and you can have good meals, nourishing meals everywhere when you travel. And of course, the seventh category that my framework also focuses on is social connections. I do believe that having social connections is crucial because we are not lone wolves. We also need and want other people around us, at least a little bit. So this is about finding new communities when you travel, finding new friends when you travel, but also staying in touch with home. So this is also something to think about. So you wouldn't feel so isolated. And in today's world, we have so many digital nomad, co-livings, co-workings, special nomad communities. I am part of many of these. I know the networks, so I can give you like the first tip maybe where to start. I'll give you like this idea where to start, and then you can go and find the communities that are the best for you. So yeah, that's all. Thank you. And I really hope that you make the first steps towards your better health, productivity, towards ticking off your bucket list items rather than just working on your to-do list, and really ticking off the tasks from a list that you truly want to do, seeing the places, living the dream, because life is short. You're not supposed to be just working to burn out. You're not supposed to be doing just crazy stuff. You're also supposed to live. So live boldly, live from your heart, do what the soul likes to do, and really enjoy this life that we have. And if you need any help with all that, I'm here. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. You can find me under Athletic Mind Coach as well. You can also find my services through TopMate, or I'm also building a new nomad community with courses, masterclasses, loads and loads of content for you to binge. So instead of watching Netflix, soon you can also watch a lot more from me. And not only watch, I don't only want you to passively watch my content, I want you to act on it. I want you to make real changes, transform your life, and live this optimal nomad lifestyle. You are worth it. Your dreams are worth becoming reality. So I'm rooting for you. Go nomad. Go nomad and live your life big. And for now, thank you and good night. Sleep tight.